The man was sitting on the ground, counting beans, feeling desperate. He had to sort the beans by color using chopsticks and count how many beans there were of each color. The beans were packed tightly on the ground. This was a special training method created by the man's instructor to help him become a mature special forces soldier. It was meant to toughen his will and help him overcome his impatience. However, for the man who had a quick temper, he couldn't stand it after counting for just a little while. He felt dizzy and restless. No matter what position he tried, he still couldn't keep going. Finally, he broke down and just lay on the ground, giving up. What the man didn't know was that his every move was being watched by the other instructors of the Special Forces team. Then the man got restless again. He started to use some tricks. He held the chopsticks in one hand and covered them with the other hand. With his other hand hidden, he picked up the beans directly and sorted them. He thought he was cleverly hiding from the camera, but he wasn't. Before long, he forgot how many beans he had counted. Gradually, the man was on the verge of breaking down. He couldn't hold back his anger any longer. He threw off his hat and spilled the 2 bowls of black beans. He even threw a tantrum on the ground. Suddenly, the instructor stormed in and scolded the man severely. The man got scared and clung to the instructor's leg, begging for another chance. But because of his earlier antics, he now had to face double punishment. Then 5 men rushed in, each carrying a bowl of beans in different colors. The man had to separate the colors of the beans in each bowl and count their numbers. As they poured the bowls of beans onto the ground, the man's heart sank. One of them even kicked the beans hard to mix them up completely. With no other choice, the man had to try the difficult task again. Time ticked by. Just as the man was about to break down again, he took a bite of tofu. He finally understood the secret that you can't rush things. Inspired by the tofu, the man worked non-stop for 3 days and nights without sleep. He finally separated all the beans and counted their numbers, completing the test. The instructor smiled with relief. Then, the instructor gave the man another difficult task. He had to thread rice grains with a needle and thread. If he could thread 3 rice grains in a row, he would be considered successful. At first, the man couldn't thread the rice and even pricked his finger with the needle. But after being inspired by the tofu, the man was no longer the same. His patience and perseverance had greatly improved. In the end, he actually strung together a whole string of rice grains, exceeding the task requirements. By this time, he had developed extraordinary patience and a pair of eyes sharper than an eagle's. He became an excellent special forces soldier.